So we moved bar night from Thursday to Wednesday because it accommodates more people, frankly, is how it works out. So we're at this place tonight we hadn't been drinking at before, which is brewery. And
oh my God,
we both order, and the woman behind the bar, she goes, "Oh, okay, no problem. Are you guys together?" And I like to wait because I have no problem paying for drinks when I'm out, right? My brother, of course, he's got a wife and kids. She watches the accounts. We got to be careful. But for funsies, sometimes I like to see what he's going to say.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, like financially, heteronormatively. Yeah. And she's like, well, I just meant like on the bar tab tonight. He goes, well, yes, to both. But I was like, this is why motherfuckers think we're gay. And I was like, he's like, what? Because we asked if they think we're together because we're men. I'm like, no, because your drinks go on my fucking tab, dude. Oh, he's like, you saying gays only buy each other drinks if they're on each other's tab? I was like, no, because because you run your fucking mouth. People think that we're together.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't say that. It's not.
No. But it was a good time. It was a good brewery. Yeah. Recommend it.
Everyone, thank you for joining Liberty Risk Podcast. This is pretty big for us. We've been really ramping it up on our IG page. So this is the first time we're actually live on IG on the Insta. So this is pretty cool. I just checked it. Everything's going good so far. It's a little different than we normally stream.
Is it?
So it's
I don't know how to look.
Yeah, like on the process of it. So from my side of the house, when I set the streams up, process a little bit different for the software we use.
Yeah. For me, I just have to write down a bunch of bullshit that I want to say.
Yeah, pretty much. Or you just take a fucking chug of whatever drink you have, and hopefully the first thing that comes to your mind isn't really fucking bad and gonna get a suit.
Honestly, the brewery was really cool because they had like 16 or 20 ounce pours. None of that 12 or 16 ounce bullshit. It was already you had to fucking power right in. I was a big fan, is what I'm saying.
That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect.
Yeah. Do you have more intro stuff to say? Because I'm ready to get right into my next thing.
No, I'm good, dude. Go for it.
Y'all motherfuckers need to beat your kids.
Oh my God.
What? The 90s, I know, is coming on, and the mentality is not entirely the same. I love my nieces and nephews, man. Don't get me wrong. I love my nieces and nephews.
Sure, we totally got that from you.
No, but y'all need to beat your kids more. Obviously, this is just an observation from like a really, really small niche corner of the United States. But threatening your kids or your grandkids or your nieces and nephews and not following through is teaching them that you are a pussy and will never do anything about it. You got to fucking beat him. So anyways, what happened was I was over painting somebody's house the other night, and my brother and his family were with us. And so I got a phone call. So I was on the phone. I was a video call. And my niece kept putting a piece of pizza in front of the phone while I was on the phone. I was like, sweetie, fuck off. I didn't say that. I was like, go away. And she's like, ha, 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 ha. I was like, that's weird. That's not a yes. So I was talking on the phone, and she came back and did it again. So I fucking whacked her. Not on the face, of course.
Yeah,
got her on the behind. Well,
yeah.
Wow. Which, was like, she didn't cry. She laughed. She thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Like, oh. Uncle Q's so upset. Okay, well, I'm going to leave this room then. So I go away. I'm talking on the phone somewhere else. As I'm leaving, she's like punching me in the spine. I'm like, the last time you punched me in the stomach, I flicked your ear and you cried like a baby. Like an absolute baby. Like a shit heel, hasn't been fed in days baby. Punched me in the spine. And then has the audacity to tell me her dad, my brother, said to do it.
Oh.
No, my brother would tell you to punch me in the sack. That's how I know you're lying.
That's right? That's you go like, oh, I know you're not telling me the truth.
So I'm on the phone, and my dog is next to me. She comes over, drops this slice of pizza in front of my dog, who of course vacuums it up like a fucking Hoover.
Facts.
I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And she goes, what's the problem?
What's the problem?
Dude, I hit her 3 times, like hard on the behind. Whap, whap, whap. Starts crying, which admittedly is kind of what I was going for. But then later, her mother is like, I heard you beat my kids. First of all, you should beat your kids. Second of all, here's what happened. And yeah, I hit her 3 or 4 times, 2, 3 times. You know, when you're up in Maine, it's a couple 2-3 times.
Couple 2-3 times. Yep. Because it's like a weird northeastern Canadian Maine accent. Yeah, good talk.
You did it more than once, but less than a dozen, I think. But I had to tell her, here's why. And she's like, well, I didn't know any of that. Oh, so your kid's lying? So y'all need to beat your fucking kids.
Oh, okay. Well, there's that, folks.
Start beating your fucking stop.
There we go.
Oh, I don't spank my kid. Maybe you should, because some of them are gonna be cunts.
You know what? I do believe
You do believe. I do believe.
How can I put this? The generation of here, great thing I heard on the radio today, right? And this kind of goes to this generation of kids.
Tell me you're old enough. Tell me you're old. Today on the FM.
No. Listen. I have a guy who is mid-20s that works with me.
Okay.
Drives a Charger.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. A red one.
Mm.
And is afraid to drive on the frickin' highway.
Ew. Why'd you get a Charger? Is it a 5.0?
No. It's a stock bare bones. Like I think it even has the fucking roll down window shit. Is what it is.
It's the only thing he has in common with his grandfather.
So I asked him, so why don't you drive on the highway? Now, mind you, where I work, I-40, I could throw a baseball onto the opposite end of I-40. Like I could throw it over the lane into the opposite lane.
Sure.
Okay. I-40 runs coast to coast.
That's right.
All right. So where I work, there's a interchange. I work on the other side of the overpass. So I asked him, I said, how the fuck do you get to work? Like we're directly.
He's one of those who takes the back roads, isn't he? Like all back roads.
The back roads.
35 to 45 tops.
Are an extra. Because I asked him, so how do you go from your house to here? How do you get to work? I drove the route on my lunch break. I was bored as fuck. Right? Took an hour lunch break. I had to go in that direction anyway. So I'm like, let me take the back roads. It took me an extra 20 fucking minutes.
Oh, fuck right off.
To do this. Now, the section of I-40, because you know how the
what's
interstate.
What's he so afraid of?
He said it scares him the chances of something happening.
To him or the car?
Bro, I was like, bro, you waking up every morning, there's the chance of something fucking happening. Like, you understand that, right?
Dude, I had to have a similar conversation with my niece.
But it's this my point is, it's this it's like that generation is this, and the fact that he's just fucking lazy at work.
Well, that's got nothing to do with the fact that he makes terrible life choices.
But it's just,
I had a similar conversation with my other niece. I was like, oh, when you're looking at college, you should look at like study abroad programs for whatever it is you want to do. She's like, I'm too afraid. I'm never flying on planes. Why? Well, because they're dangerous. Okay, well, your phone doesn't get the internet. So take my phone. Look up,
your phone doesn't get the internet.
I said, type in safest way to travel. Great. Turns out it's fucking planes. Obviously, if you can vote and wipe your own ass, you know that that's the case, right? I said, sweetie, flying on a plane is significantly safer than driving a car. She goes, yeah, but everybody drives a car. I was like, because we don't have teleportation. Because for some fucking reason, all these administrations are like green energy. Meanwhile,
yeah.
Wait, which show does teleportation?
Are you stuck on that right now?
I am, but I was thinking about it earlier today too. Oh, Star Trek. Duh.
There
Jesus fucking Christ. She's like, how come everybody drives cars? Well, because Star Trek, even though it's been around since 1966, we've all said green energy instead of fucking teleporters, which is dumb. Tell me it wouldn't be absolute tits. You roll out of bed at whatever 15, wipe your ass, brush your teeth, take your meds, take a swig of Yoo-hoo, and it's something 28. It's your time to teleport out of your living room into your workspace for your something 30 start time. Fuck solar power, fuck wind, fuck hydro.
Seriously.
I think about like the number of, you and I work for the government, kind of. Think about the number of shipyards and bases that have terrible, terrible fucking traffic, and people are getting to work like an hour and a half early. What if you didn't have to deal with that? Hey, what's the number one reason you got out of the military? Oh, I fucking hate traffic. Yeah, like for no fucking reason.
Trying to get on the base at Norfolk in the fucking morning.
Right? Or, I don't know, I'm trying to get on the base here at Portsmouth literally any time of the fucking year because they got 7,500 employees. How about I just roll out of bed and teleport right into my workspace at something 28? So I'm there not only on time, but I'm well rested. Oh, it's 3:02. I'm late getting home.
I'm so sorry, honey. The teleport.
I'm sorry, I'm late.
Broke.
The teleporter was backed up. There were 4 other people working on stuff with me.
That's funny, dude. That's funny. I mean, it would be game changing. 110% game changing,
dude. Just think about the next war. We don't have to ship anybody over. Oh, you missed a movement. The fuck I did. I was on my teleporter in my home in Tennessee, waiting to transport to Seoul, like, South Korea, or Hong Kong, or whatever the capital of Russia is going to be.
Do you know something?
I'm just saying, whatever the capital of Russia is going to be at the time. Oh, we're just all teleporting to St. Petersburg. We're going to go from there. Hello, Moscow. We'll just teleport right in here. Why were you late? Oh, I'm sorry. We had to take down the flag from the capital. Sorry, there was 2,800 other people in the battalion that had to get home.
That's funny, dude. I mean, but it would be game changing. Like teleport behind enemy lines,
right? Surprise, cocksucker!
Yeah, just have 2 saws, just fucking.
Yeah, Geneva, this convention.
That'd be great, dude. Oh my god,
literal life,
dude. I would just take a 40 mic, and just start popping fucking grenades. And
dude, just imagine you're like
tap my shoulder, poop, poop, teleport back.
Just imagine you're just like looking up GPS coordinates for where the enemy is, and you're like tossing a pulled hand grenade pin on the teleporter pad. Just the trench to the left, the trench to the right, the trench to the center, the so candy shop. I'm getting my baklava.
That'd be so amazing, dude. Bro, it'd be game changing. It'd be so game changing. Yeah. Oh, it'd be done.
All this technology on hunting submarines and fucking air warfare. Bitch, I just want to teleport.
Yeah, but dude, you know what I've always said? Like, I would love to see like a full out, just like sub war, like meaning like they're just launching fucking missiles and like.
Hold on, I got a meme for that somewhere.
Oh god, here we go. It would be crazy though, dude. I mean, I don't know. Shit's crazy in the world right now, man. It's I'm just kind of at that point. I guess I'm one of those people that's just ready waiting for it to pop off. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be. So I don't know. The whole climate.
Whatever. I mean, part of the reason I joined a unit on the West Coast is that it's not that I wouldn't go back to the Middle East. It's that it was like, all right, my phone gets the internet. I read the news. Kind of feels like maybe the Pacific is the way to go. And I think it'd be kind of dope to be able to say, hey, during my military tenure, I was deployed in support of operations both to the Middle East and the Pacific.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that would be pretty cool, man. But I'm
right.
Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Hey, so there's something that's been bothering me. I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to wait to talk about it on here. So
is it hemorrhoids?
No. I got those taken care of. Everything's good.
Good to go. Good to go. Good to go.
Yeah. We're good to go. But so there's I'm not naming any names. No one's gonna get it out of me. I'm just making a generalization. Okay. Sure. So if these people are watching, they'll fucking know it's them. There's an organization that used a nonprofit's facility. Okay. All right. That used a nonprofit's facility. So it's not costing them anything, right? It's a veteran it's a nonprofit that helps out veterans.
Okay.
Lets them conduct trainings.
Okay.
Places to sleep, all this other shit.
Hold on a sec.
Yeah.
I think I figured this out.
Don't. We'll talk offline.
See?
Oh, you're talking about that epic stuff. You're a dick, dude. Oh, by the way, congratulations for learning how to use the fucking computer finally.
I figured it out. I figured it out. Look, I can even
do this shit.
I can even stop sharing before I close my window.
Thank you very much. I'm surprised you didn't end the fucking stream anyway.
Yeah, honestly, you and I both.
Yeah, fucking idiot.
All right, I apologize. So anyway,
so this nonprofits,
people-
this nonprofits, the organization has a huge facility that provides a place for veterans.
Mhm.
You sign up, they're a huge wait
Mhm.
list. It's a big company. Anyway, they come, they can spend the night there, multiple nights. You can do a week fucking seminar there or whatever you wanted to do. There is this organization, that's veteran owned and operated, that used this fucking facility and charged the guests. Thank you. That was the reaction I was wanting. Charged the guests a fee to go through his course and kept 100% of the profits and used the facility at no cost. Yeah.
How much did he make?
I don't know that. I will find out and update on the next episode. But if I can, fair enough? If
Sure,
I
sure.
can find that. Okay.
Sure.
So what pissed me off is these scumbags, and I hope they fucking see this because you can come talk to me directly. Like I don't give a fuck. It's been a while.
Hey, Maroon.
Yeah. You ever see that fucking did you see the story I put up the other day on our Instagram?
Yes, but you need to finish the story before I get
Okay.
too lost in the
It'd be like
Maroon
that.
stuff.
It'd be like that.
It do be
the
like
Tony
that, yeah.
Soprano thing. But so yeah, that's what they did, man. So the nonprofit that specifically only allows veterans to use this space. It's only for veterans. Allowed this veteran-owned and operated organization to hold classes there.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
all the people that showed up for
pocketed all the money
days,
from the class.
yes, stayed at this facility under from the nonprofit's point of view for free, but this organization that was holding these classes charged all these guests an exuberant amount of money. We're talking probably close to, if I had to estimate, 10 to 15 people, and we're hitting well into 5 figures.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, bro. I'm just telling you, if you do something like that, if you were in that position and you did charge, say for some reason you had to charge a fee because you had to give them a certification. I'm not saying that this organization did it. I'm just saying I'm making a generalization now. That you had to charge a fee for whatever fucking reason it was. At the bare minimum, 90% of your profits should go back to that facility.
100%.
90%. I understand about operating costs, fuel, also stuff, especially if you're traveling way out the fuck.
Well, and especially if you're a nonprofit too, you're talking about an exorbitant amount of money needs to go back to the other organizations to break even, the other entities.
Facts. Or just that you as the organization that's using that nonprofit's facility, okay, should be giving some money back to them. One, just out of fucking good conscience, that's saying thank you. Here you go. Thank you for letting us use your beautiful facility. Okay. And also for that nonprofit to maintain upkeep, to pay their employees, because the size of this facility, they actually are a nonprofit that has paid employees that they have to keep around year fucking round.
They need to keep people employed so they can continue to offer you the ability to use this facility.
Yes. So I hope you pieces of shit are watching, because fucking DM a motherfucker. We'll go from there. I think it's the biggest.
That's absolutely shitty. It's absolutely shitty.
Yeah, you should, because was it, Hugh? What did we start? It's 2020, 2021. It was right around what started 2020, I think. COVID. Right?
I was having a great time.
And for those people that are just getting on with us, Hugh and I, because Hugh was deployed. I'm gonna bring this up a few times so we get those consistencies.
Sure.
Hugh was deployed for over 400 days on deployment, so we took a hiatus, and then we were trying to get back on track. Thank you. I found a book. It's called SAT Words to Use in Real Life. I'm trying to fucking.
Shut up! You found word of the day toilet paper.
I'm trying to. Either way, bro, it's working. Okay, I'm getting return on investment. Anyway,
yeah,
fucking. But so again, we took a 1.5 year hiatus. But the whole point of us to start this was to bring some humor You know, it was during COVID. We said, let's fucking do this. But I think we've done an amazing job. We've built some amazing relationships with veteran organizations, some that still reach out to us today.
For sure.
That we've helped and give them a free platform to promote their nonprofits. Backpacks for Life. I just looked at their page. 10 years. They've been going for 10 years now.
10 years, man.
10 years up in New Jersey, Jersey City, and they were just on the news, the local news, talking about their organization. So, like, things like that we were able to be blessed with having them on as guests is really what it is. Because Hugh and I, this doesn't fucking make money. We're not doing this. This is all out of pocket. Like, we do this because we love to do it. You know what I mean? So it's when you have people that do shit like that to veteran nonprofits. Or one, it gives it veteran
organizations and not even just veterans, like organizations in general. Like, oh, I see a group of people I can extort. I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Yeah, fuck you. You're a low piece of shit human being.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
Preying on people who are in the weakest states and positions they've ever been their entire lives.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go even further because I just don't give a fuck at this point. And then. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna be conservative. I'm not gonna stoop to their level, but it's overall it's jacked up. It's jacked up. So, you know, we have some very close friends that run nonprofits. We have
2 or 3,
relationships that we've built. It's really fucked up when, for like the people we know, they're working full-time jobs. Some are, some aren't. But the nonprofit could be that full-time job, but they're not getting paid. That's the whole thing. Like, they're not making money. Like, there's not.
Hickstrong is in a similar position. Their job now, absolutely. If you haven't checked out Hickstrong, check them out.
Hold on, I'll put it up on the screen.
Thank you.
Since we're doing all
they're exactly what you're talking about. Their job, their lot in life now is this nonprofit to bring the awareness and spread the word. And getting paid when you're running a nonprofit, you don't make money, right? You make enough to pay the employees and pay the services and pay the utilities and what have you. But it's not a job in which you're like, hey, can I negotiate a bonus? Can I negotiate a salary raise and whatnot? To find out that somebody or another organization is taking advantage of the good graces of some of these people, preying on, the kindness of others. It's just absolutely heinous horse shit, man. Yeah.
So
if I was to find out somebody was fucking preying on anybody that we had on the show or people that we talked to, I couldn't even tell you what I would do. I could not even begin to fathom. I couldn't even begin to fathom like what would be happening inside me chemically to find out that somebody was being taken advantage of while trying to do good work for other people out there.
Yeah, it's something. I think it hits deeper for us just because we know people that, you know, we've seen them, we've raised money for them,
and we've met people who turned out to be the villain.
Yeah,
that we thought.
Well, my point is we know
thought we're going to be good people.
Yes, but we know people that run these nonprofits that are doing amazing work, that are changing. That I've met the people of the lives that they've changed. And to hear those stories is absolutely fucking crazy, bro. To like, oh, you know, I was literally eating a barrel until so-and-so stepped in and changed my life. And now I got a family and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. That's amazing, bro. That's the way it should be. So when you're running a veteran company and then you take advantage of a veteran nonprofit, you're the lowest fucking form of fucking scum in my eyes. And then if we meet face to face, I'm not even saying this to be funny. Like, I'm not even being funny. I'm just going to see red. Like, I'm just going to see red, and I'm okay with spending the night in jail.
Those are the kind of people that, like, if we ever saw at an event, we'd be like, oh, we no longer need to be here. And we're going to tell everybody why. Oh, I thought you were going to do this thing. Oh, well, it turns out this organization here does this other thing, you know?
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you. I love Justin. Justin, that's funny. I'm not putting that on the screen, though. You're an asshole. But
I am a degenerate POS, Justin. Thank you.
And you're just mad because Justin, Justin? Put it in the comments if you're still with it.
Canes.
Oh, that's why he's a fucking
Canes.
Canes fan, bro. Dude, we make you our bitch every year, dude. It's great. You guys will never exceed the playoffs.
You're not even talking about a real sport, okay? All right, rugby season's in the spring. Everybody just calm the fuck down.
Seriously?
Just calm down. Just calm down.
You know what?
Rugby season in the spring.
The spring. That's cute, Cupcake. Anyway.
Just an angry face.
Oh, that's funny. I'm gonna send now that I know he's a Canes fan. I already bought tickets to both the Rangers games this year at the PNC.
Where the Canes play? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Nice. I'm gonna send him
fucking. Oh, PNC is that? Yeah, because you live in North Crackalacken, right?
Yeah, the North Carolinas.
Yeah, Justin's an NC State guy. Tar Heels, right?
That UNC.
Whatever.
NC State is.
They all suck.
State University. Yeah, Tar Heels.
Who gives a shit? Nobody cares. Justin.
Horrible. How'd they do in football? Justin.
I don't watch minor league.
I don't know because I never. Oh wow, that was good. Oh, that's good. No,
dude,
I love
so
you, Justin.
I wanted to talk about something today. So last couple episodes we've been talking about properly transitioning, right?
Yeah.
You know, if you retire or you get separated or whatever your deal is, you need to properly prepare for that, right? Because you're going to go work for a company. They don't want to hear Roger. They don't want to hear, huh? They don't want to hear, they don't want to hear, Lima Charlie or any of that shit. Because, they got credit for hiring a veteran, but they don't want any of that other stuff. They don't want your work ethic because it's not what their people have. Your work ethic is different than what their employees have. So it's entirely different, right? So I've been doing some work today, last couple of days at work. And I'll tell you what, if you're getting out of the military and you're not entirely sure about your transition into civilian life, as much as you might hate working for the government as a service member, I cannot recommend enough going and working for for the government as a civilian. Working for the government as a civilian is the absolute fucking best. And here's why. In military, regardless of your branch, everybody knows their place, right?
Yeah.
And what is that defined by?
Your rank.
Absolutely. Yeah. When you work for the government as a civilian, guess what? You have a pay grade. You have a status. You have
GS, WS, whatever it is, right?
Yeah. WS, WG,
I mean, there's a bunch of different ones.
What have you. Yeah. You have a fucking role. I love working for the government as a civilian because I can go tell people, oh, do I work for you? Why don't you mind your fucking business then? Yeah. I've been rewriting.
There's very few jobs in the military that you have that capability.
Very few
and
jobs
you have
in
to
the
be in
military.
a very
what I'm getting
specific
at is,
thing. So
if you have trouble transitioning from the military to the civilian sector, and you're like, I don't want to work for the government. Whoa. I'm not saying shave your beard and put another uniform on. What I'm saying is come work 6:30 to 3 where you don't have to PT, you don't have quarters, you don't have collaterals, and you don't have to take work home. What I'm saying is if you are worried about being a civilian, pardon me, come work or if you're worried about being a civilian in general, come work for the government as a civilian. Yeah. I've been rewriting a ton of documents at work recently. And I've been talking to my work leader, and he's like, we've been trying to get these changed for like 8 years.
What?
Because
we
work for people who are stuck in their ways. So they want things done a certain way with certain titles. I put the bug in their ear months ago. I rewrote a bunch of shit. And then today, or the last couple of days, I'm like, hey, here's the rewrite. And they looked over it, and they're like, yeah, we should have done this a long time ago. You're right. Because you just have to do it. In the civilian sector, if you just take the initiative, right? Usually, I shouldn't say usually because I've never really worked in the civilian sector, but I'm inclined to believe that taking the initiative in a corporation is not always well received. But in the government, government hires military veterans left and right, or military family members or military dependents or what have you. They expect it. They're prepared for it, right? And usually when you make changes, it's changes that they're looking for. So I fully reformatted a PQS yesterday in like 3 or 4 hours. That was long overdue. Oh yeah, dude, I'm a super fucking nerd. I just put in the headphones with some fucking Spotify playlist.
Nerd.
I just put in my headphones with a Spotify playlist and like fucking 3 or 4 hours later, I'm like, cool, it's fucking reformatted. I wrote a whole instruction in under a day. I'm just like, this is what you're missing. This is what is missing to hold people accountable in this office. This is what is missing to qualify people because you haven't changed anything in 15 years.
Do
you remember, Billy? Do you remember? It's 2024 this year. Do you remember what the duty cell phone looked like 20 years ago?
First off, you're a dick for that.
Yeah. Hold on.
Make it clear, everyone. It was only 2015. It was only 9 years ago, asshole.
Gray Motorola.
Duty phone was just a fucking.
Hold on. It's one of these. Hold on.
I think we had the little Nokia still.
No, you did not. You had a gray Motorola looking thing with a belt clip.
Yes, that is it.
Right.
Yes.
So listen, if you're listening to this show or you're watching this episode, the gray Motorola phone that was like this long and it had a belt clip. 20 years ago, that's what the duty phone was in the Navy if you were overseas. So you're telling me you haven't updated instructions or how-tos or guides or whatever it's been the same last 20 years. 20 years ago, AOL came out. 20 years ago, DSL. 20 years ago, DSL internet was being introduced to people's fucking households. So no, we haven't changed it in 20 years is not a selling point. Not even kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what I love about working for the military or the government in general. People know their fucking place. And if they decide to get out of line, I'm allowed to tell them, your fucking place is to do this. This is what your fucking job is. Yeah. I don't care if you don't want to do it. I don't care if you haven't been doing it. But as a person who has been 5'6" since he was 12 years old and had to fight against people who think talking down to you was an appropriate way to conduct business,
which happens,
you're going to fucking do what the fuck you get paid to do.
Yeah.
And now, thank God to the fucking internet, I'm not having any conversations that are important unless there's an email or an email follow-up. I'm going to fucking get you. It's not like back in,
dude,
when did you enlist? 1981. You enlisted in 81, right?
I'm going to fuck you up.
So my dad enlisted in 85.
Hold on, how much are tickets to fucking Portland, Maine, you son of a bitch?
Oh, they're cheap if you fly direct on JetBlue.
Oh, good. Thanks for giving me the inside info.
So my dad joined in 85 and he used to receive his paycheck in cash.
Yeah.
85. Do you remember when fucking the Windows 98 fucking launched and it was Bill Gates and those fucking people up on stage like,
I'm going to show my age.
Celebrate good time. They're like up there like this. Like, what's that? Elizabeth Warren coming out on the fucking DNC stage like this. You know? Yeah. If you do not change the manner in which you do things to accommodate for the times, you know, what was it like? We discovered, no, hold on. How does it go? From the time that we discovered flight to the time that we cracked open the atom, a bunch of bullshit fell out was something like 50 years. 30 years. Excuse me.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. We've come farther in physics in the last 100 years than we have for the last 1,000. I don't want to hear this is the way we've always done it. This is the way that works.
That's such a stupid thing. Yeah. That drives me nuts.
This is the way we've always done it. This way works for us. You've not even tried to find a better way.
Be like your wife always did missionary, but when I mean, it's just, you know what I mean? It's just stupid, dude. It's dumb. It's just a dumb fucking thing to say. You know what it is? It's also, to me, it's a sign of fucking laziness.
It's complacency, and it's how it kills.
Laziness, 100%, dude.
I'll tell you this thing.
But I will say before you continue, you want to make the fucking old comments. I'm going to show my age real quick.
Oh yeah, you're going to show you and your fucking.
I was one of the last boot camp divisions. One of the last boot camp divisions to get half dungarees, half utility pants.
I was going to say you had some fucking bell bottoms, right?
Oh yeah, dude. I still have them, dude. My fat ass ain't fitting in those motherfuckers now, dude.
Oh, not with that attitude.
No, it's not happening.
So I'll tell you this, man. I'll tell you this. Who is that? It's not Rodney Dangerfield. It's that comedian who used to make fun of people, but also be nice about it. He did the Reagan administration one time. I can't think of his name. It'll come to me.
Oh, fuck.
Type it in while I'm telling the story. So, anyways, I got to my reserve center some time ago, and I was quiet, and I waited, and I watched, and I observed because these in the reserve, Don Rickles. Yeah, I'll tell you this. So I was. You got to let people who have been the way that they have been for a while continue to be that way while you are studying them, right? If you want to make change, you can't just show up one. That's exactly. Got to let them cook. You can't just show up one day and be like, "This is how we're doing it." You have to be like, "All right, this is how you've done it. This is how we can make this better." You have to watch. You have to observe. You have to study, right?
Yeah.
So I got to my reserve center and I watched and I listened. I didn't say anything for like a year. I didn't say shit for a year to these people.
I don't know if I believe that.
Oh, a true story. True story. I didn't say a fucking thing for a year. I just made my observations, studied the way that they were doing things, paid attention, did what I needed to do, of course, but I didn't say anything. So then a year goes by and I went up to the front of the room and I introduced myself and I told him a little bit about me because I'd only really kind of said hello and who I am and what have you. But he'd tell them who you are. You have to, if you're going to talk to people, you have to tell them who you are and what your background is. Otherwise, there's no reason to listen to you. There's no validation that you're worth listening to, right? You know what I mean? So I tell them all the stuff about me. And I told them the story. I asked, does anybody know where we build the booster rockets for the space shuttle? Of course, nobody knew the answer. I told them we build them in Utah. We build the booster rockets for the space shuttle in Utah. Yes, we do.
I don't know it.
Yeah. And I asked them, do we know where we launch the rockets? And of course, they all knew we launched them in Florida. And I said, okay. Yeah. I said, do you know how we get them there? And somebody was like,
Elon Musk does that.
No. It's different booster rockets. Where does NASA launch them from? NASA launches them from Florida. And I was like, how do we get them there? Right? Yeah, I think so. It's Cape Canaveral. And so I asked them where, excuse me. I said, how do we get them there? And somebody said, by train. I said, yes. Do you know how wide the tracks are? They didn't know. So the tracks are 9 foot 3/4 inches long, or excuse me, wide. I said, the tracks are that wide because a president, whose name I can't remember, went over to England some time ago and said, hey, your rail system's pretty dope. We're going to copy it. And the British rail system is 9 foot 3/4 inches wide. And the British, who were occupied by the Romans, their rail system, which wasn't a rail system, it was a track system, was 9 foot 3/4 inches wide. And it was like that because the Roman centurions had all their stuff hauled by cart. And so for the hundreds of fucking years that the Romans were conquering the entire known world, they were pulling it by cart that were 9 foot 3/4 inches wide all over Europe. And they were like that because they were pulled by 2 horses. And I said, so we build the booster rockets in Utah and launch them in Florida because of the width of 2 horses' asses. So when your leadership tells you that's the way we've always done it, let them know we
fucking hate that you told this whole fucking thing to make that one fucking comment.
Let your leadership know we do things the way we've always done it because of the width of 2 horses' asses.
Oh my God, dude!
Roman horses' asses,
dude. I should have fucking known better, dude. We've been friends for so long.
Known better. You should have known better.
Long. Oh,
that
was
stinks,
great,
man.
dude. That's probably one of the best ones.
You can Google it. 2 horses' asses story. That's all you have to Google. 2 horses' asses story, and you'll find it.
Don't tell me what to do.
You're not my real dad.
Horses.
All you have to do is Google it. It's such a great story. Whether it's true or not is irrelevant because I think parts of it are technically untrue. But if you've always done shit the same way and nobody's ever questioned you, that story fucks the world up. It ruins their entire way of thinking because they're like, oh shit, we've been doing it the exact same way my entire fucking career, my entire way of doing it. Oh, well, guess what? Here's this thing. And they're like, it's kind of hard to argue with that. Yeah. Railroad width, 2 horses' asses. Truth or fiction? Parts of it are untrue, but it's It's the
It's there.
subject.
It's still fucking there. It's not like
it's the
You know what,
subject
Hugh?
matter of the story.
It's on the internet.
It's on the internet. You can't lie on the internet. I read that
Can't
on
lie
the internet. Yeah.
Everything's true. Bro,
Yeah.
don't even start that because like my kids come up to me and they'll ask me something. I'll be like, "Where'd you hear that?" That's my favorite question to ask them. I'll be like, "Where'd you hear that?" Well, I saw it. Okay, where'd you hear it?
Saw it on the internet.
My friend posted it to their Snapchat story. I was like, "Oh shit, seriously?" I said they let the world know about this. Like I go into this whole like, yeah. I'm like, if it's on the internet, then it's fucking true. Everything
I'm a big fan.
Everything
of,
on the internet is true. But I
I'm a
also
big-
have to like curb that fucking statement back because I don't want them to be like, no, in my
Everything
luck,
on
they'll
the
be
internet's
they'll be
true.
playing fucking Roblox and there's some
Yeah.
fucking pedo in there.
I'm a big fan of Marilyn Monroe quotes on places of business.
Do tell.
So I was in San Diego and I was at this Italian joint, and there was some quotes on the wall that clearly was like a menagerie type thing from Marilyn Monroe. And I'm like, oh, that one I know. That one I know. Well, let me type that one. Okay, that one was her. Nope, not that one. I guess 2 out of 5 is good enough. And I told the guy behind the bar, I was like, hey, listen, man, I don't know what this information is worth.
Why are you that person?
Why would you not do your fucking research?
Why are you just let them cook?
Listen.
Let it cook.
Internet. Check it out. Marilyn Monroe did not say well-behaved women seldom make history. She didn't say it. Don't get it tattooed on you. Don't put it on your place of business.
Dude.
Don't put it anywhere. Your phone has the entirety of the world's information at your fucking fingertips. A cursory internet search, whether it's Google, Ask Jeeves, Bing, Yahoo search, will tell you who did and did not say something. That's the biggest one. Well-behaved women seldom make history. She didn't say it, but it's on every business that has a Marilyn Monroe photo.
I mean, it's good to know.
How hard is it to fucking Google it? You're opening a fucking business, and you spent money. You spent money on stickers, and they're wrong.
So who cares?
Well, obviously they don't.
They don't give a fuck, bro. Because you know what? You know what's funny is you're caring as you're still paying your fucking bill at that fucking bar.
That's true. I should. You know what? I should be like 0 tip. No historical.
Like, it's wrong. The guy's like, anyway, here's your tab.
No historical accuracy. 0 tip.
Yeah.
I don't believe in tipping anymore. Anyways, I'm done. I'm done tipping.
So, I wish I could find it. I wish I would have saved it. I don't know if it's true or not, but it was funny. So, receipt, right, from restaurant. Husband and wife went out. Waitress was calling the husband, sweetie. Hey, sweetie, what can I get for you? To me, that's not a big deal.
Yeah, to the restaurant. You're trying to get
to the restaurant. Hey, sweetie, what can I get for you?
Them tips. Yeah.
Hey, dear, what can I get for you? Yeah. When I go through the almost about 2 or 3 mornings, I go to Dunkin' Donuts.
The Titty Coffee Shop.
Yeah. And so anyway, same thing. We call it Dunkin' Donuts. And I get my coffee. And it's the same girl. And I tell her, I said, thank you, dear. It's just something that.
Yeah, I'm
not offensive by it.
You're an old New Yorker. That's the way you talk.
I'm just fucking. To me, it's being polite, being respectful, whatever. So anyway, on the receipt and the tip, the wife wrote, "Don't call tip equals don't call my husband sweetie," and just put the fucking amount. Okay, cool, whatever. So the waitress was like, "Fuck this job, fuck you," and wrote back, "Every time you kiss your husband, you're kissing my pussy."
Oh shit.
And ran up and gave her the receipt back and then fucking walked to the back of the restaurant. I
think I've read that story. That's a good one.
And I was just like,
oh dang.
I don't care. Like, I hope this is true because to me it's funny. Like, that you had the balls to do that? Like, good for you. Like, it was.
She had the balls to bang a married person, or the balls to tell the wife?
Balls just to say fuck you. Like, don't. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like,
I agree with you. I was talking about that.
Not saying that she did it. Like, if she did it, that's fucked up. But just the fuck. No, I'm with you.
I was talking with the barmaid tonight. I don't think you're allowed to call him barmaid. Beer wench. I was talking to the beer wench tonight, and I was telling her, she was like, what? Is that not okay? It's about to be Oktoberfest.
Or made the beer wedge.
It's about to be Oktoberfest. In like 3 days.
Fair enough. You know what? I have.
Yeah. How do you feel now?
I'm good. Anyway.
All right. So I was talking to the beer wench, and she was saying something. The customer's always right. And I was like, funny story. This is the second half to that. It says the customer is always right in matters of taste, which means as a salesperson, if a stupid bitch walks in and wants some fugly goddamn color on her goddamn Miata or some piece of shit fucking drapery,
Jesus Christ, that got so dark quick.
who are you to judge her?
Bro.
If she's gonna take it home and deal with it herself, let her fucking do it. It's not an excuse.
Here we go again.
Go to realty places or restaurants, and be a fucking cunt to anybody for any reason. No, the customer ain't always right. Who the fuck are you hurting? The owner of Chili's? Eat your shitty fucking steak and fries and fuck off.
So Hugh, I gotta say to both of us, first off, I want to give a huge shout out.
Oh, do I need to drink less?
To Basil Hayden's bourbon, because I've bought their
Basil Hayden's, give us free stuff.
Oh my God, that's not the way you do that.
Every time, doesn't matter what it is.
That's not the way you go about it. But seriously,
word for makers.
This is the best stuff on earth.
It's great straight. It's great neat. It's great for old fashions.
Bro.
Basil Hayden's.
A man's bourbon. Anyway.
A man's bourbon. For men. And women who think they're men.
Oh, I don't want to drink it anymore.
Finish your thing because they have a whole thing about Gustafson's milk.
No, dude. It's just, we gotta our shows definitely hit different when we both start drinking before the show.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Before I'm holding this like a beer bottle. Anyway. It's fucking, hey, let's go! Pull up tomorrow to drop my daughter off at school. Oh, hold it real quick.
Oh yeah, dropping your daughter off at school drunk. Go ahead.
No, not drunk. Jesus Christ, no. Hungover as a motherfucker though. Yeah. But this morning, so my youngest daughter, I drop her off at middle school every morning, right? Because it's I drop her off. It's perfect timing because she gets there at 7:10. I go straight to work. I get there like 20 minutes early. Perfect, right?
Nice.
Every morning I mess with her. I say, Gabby, I'm gonna roll the fucking windows down. So I tell her, I'm gonna roll the windows down and I'm gonna blast Metallica, and Daddy's gonna sing. Her face, beet red. She goes, "Don't do it. Don't do it."
Don't do it.
Gabby, it's fucking day 3 of school. Daddy's gotta make a fucking impact. So the principal knows me by name because of my oldest daughter, because she anyway. Yep. So he sees me, he's like, hey. I said, hey, whoop. Turn that music up. And I play fucking Ride the Lightning as loud as possible, dude. And these kids are listening to fucking Doja Cat and fucking Ed Sheeran and all this other shit and Taylor Swift. And I'm like, I want the walls to fucking bleed. Like just playing death metal and shit and coming up school. Gabby, I've never seen her exit a vehicle so fucking fast in my life. Shit's great.
Hey, if I click a YouTube
Perk of
video,
being a parent.
will it play over the show?
If we do what?
If I click a YouTube video, will it play over the show?
You have to. Okay. Everyone, hold on one second. I'm going to give Hugh an internet lesson. So when you do share screen,
sure,
you have to also hit at the bottom right.
Okay,
click the also share tab audio.
Present, share screen.
Now see where it says. Make sure.
Oh, that's okay. I got that.
And then find the YouTube.
All right, you ready?
And then click play.
Oh.
It's not playing, dude.
Yeah, it is. Oh, is sound not playing?
I don't hear it.
I hear it.
Oh, you hear it? I don't hear it. That's all right. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Do you hear it now?
I think I hear it over your speakers is what the problem is.
In my headphones? I don't think that's right.
That's all right.
Yeah. Enter Sandman and hip to be Sandman. Check it out. That's what I imagine you play out your cars. Hip to be square with the music of hip to be square.
Okay, you want to do this? You want to do this? Hold on, real quick.
I don't know how it all works.
The best Metallica video is when Korn did the One tribute during the Metallica tribute.
Okay.
Let me see if I can go. This was crazy, dude. This was nuts. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
So this to me, hands down, best rendition of One. I think this is better than Metallica's. Don't get me wrong, I'm a huge Metallica fan. I love Metallica. I'm a Black Sabbath guy. I used to come home from school. My pops would be off of work that day. He'd have Metallica, fucking Black Sabbath playing, blasting in the house. I can't remember anything. But even Metallica does this crazy, dude. This is good right here. I don't know if we're gonna get canceled.
I'm not making money.
It keeps skipping.
It keeps.
I fast forwarded it.
Oh, I have seen this one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, so that to me, I think they did it better. Even Lars Ulrich even said, he's like, I can't believe they killed that. Like he's like, I have to rethink what we did. Like it was pretty dope. But it's just funny. Like I think the cool part about being a parent is I've said this many times before. And you know my kids. I have an amazing.
They do not suck. They're honestly not the worst.
No, they're cool kids. Like I'm really
top tier kids.
And I appreciate that. And it's I really do feel really blessed to have such awesome kids. And it's cool now that they're teenagers and we kind of hang out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's funny. Like our good friend Danique, we all went up to Virginia Beach and we all hung out for the day, and Danique hasn't seen him in a few years just because of life. Nothing that's intentional, just because of life.
The last time she saw him, they were like 8 and 4.
Probably a little older, but
maybe
my kids are growing. My oldest is 14 and she's 5'7". She's an inch fucking taller than you.
Wow. Wildly unnecessary detail.
Fuck you. You get me all the time.
Wildly unnecessary detail.
My youngest is 5'4". She just turned 13 on Wednesday. I'm just saying, bro. I'm 6'4" though, dude. I'm 6'4". You know what I'm saying? But what's cool is, like, when Danique saw him, she was like, holy shit. Like, this is crazy. But they're cool to hang out with. Like, I told my kids the other day, I said, you know what, it's fun. I'm at the point now I enjoy hanging out with my kids.
You can bring them places. You can
it's cool.
You don't have to worry about the language, and the drinking a little bit. Like, hey, all right, you get it. Like, we're not just swearing indifferently or whatever, or
it's really it's cool. It's cool. But I like to mess with them too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I still there's little things, even like my youngest daughter, she still enjoys her pops driving her to school. To me, that's cool. I gotta keep those little moments because eventually they're gonna be on their own. It really hit me, man. It really hit me when me and my ex-wife, we live close. We co-parent very well. We've had our differences, but whatever. She's a good mom, and I've told you, me and you've talked a lot about this
for sure.
She's a great mom. So she goes, hey, we need to sign up. I like saying my kids' names over the thing, but we need to sign
our kids up, or the oldest.
We need to sign our oldest up for driver's ed. And I went, oh,
nope.
Fuck. I was like, hold on.
Hard pass.
I was like, 1 second. I was like, yeah, cool. I'll send you money. But
the only
North Kakalaki,
the only
15,
reason I
bro,
want 15.
No. They go to
The only reason I
fucking
want my
driver's ed.
oldest niece to get her driver's permit is so she can DD me and her dad.
Yo, I
the
thought
only-
it was my parents.
That's the only reason. Oh, I'm sorry, but you have to have a parent. Oh, we're here.
Yeah,
We're here. Oh, you need to be conscious. You hear me talking, don't you?
Officer, I'm in the passenger seat. I'm just fucked up.
First of all, rent a cop. Fuck off.
No, but it's really
Sweetie, floor it. Fuck him.
Let me see. Hold on. Oh, I just checked our chat. Hold on. Let me see if I can
Did you
do
check
this
the
real
chat?
quick.
Yeah, there's another mashup I think is fucking hilarious.
Oh, hold on. I gotta skip this fucking stupid.
Is it an ad for Cialis? I've been getting those a lot lately, which is
I hate
weird.
you so much for this mashup. We're gonna do it though. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
We're gonna
It's a
pop
fucking
this up.
banger.
Oh, dude. LMF. I can't believe I'm about to.
If you're not drunk, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to get fucked up. Let's do it. LMFAO, you know it. Let's go. Yeah. All of the alcoholics, where you at? Let's go. Like to party. We like to party. We like to party.
All right. You know what? That's
Yeah,
actually the perfect place to
fucking
fucking
banger.
stop.
It's an absolute banger. Vanga Boys, LMFAO, and Lil Jon. If you're looking to embarrass your kids, pair them up with some stuff from like 4 generations.
I am gonna stream live on our fucking IG tomorrow morning. I'm gonna play that shit. I'm gonna blast it on the way to work.
Oh,
It's
the
gonna be
parents
great.
the parents are like, oh, this is such a wholesome
Oh,
song.
they'll be like,
What?
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's gonna
Little
happen.
Susie, this is how you were conceived.
Oh, remember the Grand Marquis? No, you don't, but that's where you were burned. Like,
fucking banger.
oh, that's funny, dude. That's funny. No, but it's fun having kids this age. I kind of see like when I get to hang out with my parents now. You know what I mean? Like when I go home and we're all adults. You know what I mean? It's different. It hits different when you're
all adults.
all adults. All
Not adults, you're adults.
We're all adults. We are all adults. Especially my middle sister. I hope
No,
she's watching.
I agree with you. It's nice. My niece, my older niece,
Yeah.
my older nephew. It's like, all right, listen, I'm gonna smoke a cigar and drink, but if you guys want to play poker with us, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my
Like, all right, you get a couple hands in, like,
like
oh,
Jeannie. Jeannie
Yeah.
was here. Jeannie
Yeah.
was here. We were all hanging out, playing music and stuff. And my
Yeah.
youngest, we weren't doing anything bad.
No, you get a couple
But we were
hands
eating
in,
dinner
you're like,
and
listen,
stuff. We were playing cards.
had
And
fun,
she's sitting down hanging out.
go be on
Yeah.
your tablet. It was fun having you here, but you're good now. Couple
No,
hands
it-
in, hang out for a little bit. All right, cool. You're good.
Yeah.
You've exhausted your attention. Go play Zelda. Fuck off.
No,
But it's fun
Minecraft.
having them around because
Minecraft.
they ask those
Okay.
questions where you're just kind of like, let me tell you about the land bridge between Alaska and Russia.
During the months of November to February,
Right?
shit's about to pop off.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
fucking-
One of my nieces was like, horses
Have
are
you-
native to America. And I was like, no, they're fucking not.
No,
Turns
they're
out,
not.
yes, they were 10,000 years ago until they crossed the land bridge. And then the land bridge disappeared. And then they weren't allowed back into America for 9,500 years. So she wasn't right, but she was wrong too.
She wasn't. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see. Hey, look, I'm picking up. what
You're
putting
not
down,
right, but
all
you're also wrong.
You're not right. You're also wrong. That's the greatest thing ever. But no, seriously, dude, it's just a cool thing. Like you know me, like I love my kids to death. I live for my kids. I've been put in a life-changing situation. Like military was cut off at 15 years. Then 6 months later, I got custody of my daughters. And then after that, I developed a friendship with my ex-wife to co-parent with my kids. And I really got to give her credit, even though we still sometimes I just want to fucking choke her out and just like to the point where she's like,
Yeah, sure. Her phone doesn't
taking my last breath, and then I'm like, no, you're not. But I just want to let you know I could have done that. Like,
turns out, her phone doesn't get the internet. She'll never see this.
yeah, but it's also, I like the fact that my kids now get excited to go see their mom.
Yeah.
So it's a
And
good
time.
thing.
Time, they say time heals all wounds.
No,
Except for
absolutely, it
physical
really
ones.
does. It's kind of it's fucking kind of crazy, man. It's kind of crazy, but it's it's been pretty good, man. I got no complaints. So we just passed the 1 hour mark. So I know for a fact that our IG stream is probably going to cut off here any fucking second now, because I think it's only 1 hour.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, I think it's only let us go 1 hour, but I'm curious to see how that went. Went. You know, it was a big deal for us. We're going to be on more. We got some pretty cool guests coming up.
I have sent a lot of emails out to people, guests coming on to talk about veteran habits in urban areas versus city versus rural. I've talked to people about lay chaplaincy, lay counseling. I've talked to people about marijuana use based on your experiences and where you live now as a veteran, which I think is going to be really fun to talk about. And habits that veterans take with them into the civilian world and how that might affect you in your transition, which I think is going to be really cool. So we're waiting to hear back from a couple of people and get the scheduling. But I think I say, September, but that's like 3 days away. But it's looking like September and October, we're going to start having some more guests on, in which I promise.
Yeah. We're
going to be this drunk, but I will be drinking because we tell them.
No, but we got to have these episodes, dude, because this is originally what Liberty Risk was about. You know what we got to do, dude?
Win the lotto, buy our own shipyard, scam the government, retire as millionaires. You're not talking about that. Sorry. A whole other thought.
No, I was thinking about maybe just getting a fucking studio and not working anymore. But if you want to do all that, I'm down, bro. I got you. I'm that 2 a.m. phone call. Like,
fucking
you don't even
my arm.
Hey, we're gonna fuck shit up. Cool, be there in 5. Like,
whose car are we taking?
Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm like, hey, I just bought new guns. Let's fucking try them out. Anyway, but we got some billboard artists. Fucking billboard artists that are going to come on that we've talked to, which is going to be pretty dope. We're going to try to one big thing I do want to do, Jeffrey Bante.
For sure.
His mom just passed away. So
that's upsetting.
Yeah, and I spoke to him the other day via Messenger.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to just send our condolences and our love to the Bante family. Jeffrey, for your mom. Our condolences, and like I said during our talk, anything we can ever do for you, please let us know. We're here for you, brother, and we send nothing but our love and condolences to your family. So I got to give him. He's a good guy. He's good, just a good human being. But we got some pretty cool guests coming up. We got some pretty good stuff happening here. We're gonna cap the year off pretty good. But Hugh and I are going to try to do this at least every 10 days. We're trying to keep it weekly consistent. But, life happens. And we've said this before.
Well, and it's rugby season for me, too.
Yes.
You got to have your priorities.
Yes. Yeah. Rugby season.
Times I might be, in here with some tape or fucking bloody ocular cavity. And you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
My competitive season's the fall.
100%. And fucking hockey preseason kicks off here fucking soon. So I'm going to be a useless piece of shit.
Guy.
I love you, dude. So I'm gonna let that slide. Strike 2. Anyway, but no. So please check us out on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram. Follow us on everything. We would love the love. Just share our stuff. It would mean the world to us. If you want to be a guest, just DM us on one of those platforms, or you could email us at libertyriskpodcast@gmail.com. We would love to have you on, especially if you're a veteran. Or if you have a nonprofit or a veteran-run business, we would love to help you, give you a free platform to promote it like we used to. And we're trying to get back into that. Again, for those that are just getting into this, might be at the end of the stream. We did take that 1.5 year hiatus, but life happens. Anyway, we love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. It was awesome. Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you for fucking hosting us tonight, and we'll see you guys next time. Y'all take it easy.
Bye-bye. Remember, if you want that love, you gotta go thumb 2. Really, if you can get it like under the